coming in as a 1-0 series lead, of course, for Blacklist Rivalry, but the smokes are in, at least on the side of Army Geniuses. Blacklist holding on theirs for now, choosing to use it at all, but level 1 potential, I mean, you got a Sven leading the way. It feels like, maybe some kill potential over here.
Yeah, they're at least looking. They're smoking late. I like that. So we can see that they're already moving out, getting off in a defensive ward, and now they can smoke around. I don't know if they're still holding a ward on any of the heroes. Yes, they are on their OD. So they can look to go, maybe drop a ward behind. But of course, there's going to be this Watcher that is taken.
Oh, is that Grimstroke?
Ah, they know.
Yeah, now they know. Not so much of a secret anymore. And they'll just kind of run it off. So getting their steps in for the game so far. Getting a nice workout.
Always nice. Nice and early.
Yeah. So it's setting up to be, I mean, obviously, Ember Spirit had a difficult time last time. It was an unfavorable matchup, as you pointed out, and Primal B certainly exploited that. Similar with the OD matchup, would you say? Is this going to just be another tough time for the Ember?
If I knew a bit more about the OD skill build, I think he's gonna do okay. It's probably similar to last game. He's supposed to lose this matchup on Ember.
All right, runes are picked up, and actually, it's a 3-for-1 favoring Blacklist Rivalry. So they managed to get 3 of them. Slight early advantage for them, but into the lanes we go, and it looks like, as expected, OD versus Ember mid. See how that starts off here as OD with the early Astral Imprisonment.
Yep. I guess that's the most standard, but I would expect like a level of orb of his Mr. Q to come out later, and then maybe like some 1-1-1 or 1-2-1 build. But other than that, later, I think Blacklist early game, it may not be the fastest. They will have to look to play through Brewmaster, because both Sven and OD, very stationary heroes.
Yeah, they want their farm. And Brewmaster, definitely a hero that can do that, though. Of course, again, the early level 6, get that primal split. KP can come online and play pretty aggressive if that's what it calls for. You got a teammate like Dark Willow who's already using those Bramble mazes to harass out the Enigma. But Medusa has the creep wave pushed back to her tower currently, so she's getting some comfortable free farm for the time being.
Yeah, I think Medusa should be quite chill down bottom. If anything happens, is I think Varage on the Enigma, he has to be a bit careful. Like some level 2 timing, you hit the Cinder Brew into Brambles, you run up, you clap the Enigma. I think you're definitely in some trouble.
Yeah. You see there, Dark Willow and Enigma continuing to trade blows, but the core is focusing more on the CS. So far, it's Brewmaster at 5-1, Medusa at 4-1, so very even there as far as the back and forth goes. The mid matchup, it is 9-5 OD versus a 7-1 Ember. So Carl certainly on that deny game, especially giving him that advantage early.
Yeah, as OD just generally tends to do this, right? Super annoying hero to face off, as here looks like we do have the 1-1-1 build, which does make the most sense. And yeah, Grimstroke, not the strongest laning hero, that's definitely for sure. So Cuckoo should have a pretty good time at bullying him a little bit.
Yeah, well, we've definitely seen some appearances from Grimstroke. This is the first time, again, our personal casting here with South America before, but has that synergy with the Soulbind. Of course, that Doom potential of the double Doom. So certainly going to be looking out for that as Enigma. Oh, that was a close call.
Yeah, dropping quite low.
Manages to live. But yeah, to the Grimstroke, though, I was going to point out, is Inkswell's an amazing ability. And, you know, you can get a shard. That's something that could be a very powerful tool to use.
That's me. I assume you cannot use Inkswell on someone who's lifted by Brewmaster, but because if you could, then it means that you could like take him out of the air, but I actually think you cannot do that. But anyway, one thing that I also just thought of is they have a small playthrough OD later. If they Astro into like a Tim's TP and he drops a Bramble on top of it against Ember, that's maybe a kill potential later in the game, as DB has a heal creep and sticks.
Speaking of kill potential, there's those regen items coming into play, as you mentioned, so it will keep him alive, but DB having to play it safe for the time being. Does have the heal aura thanks to the creep. He's going in pretty aggressive. That's a greedy. That
2 levels and stun.
Greedy, yeah.
And they got him.
He wanted that CS, man, and he doesn't even get it, and he cost him his life. So what initially was a good getaway, hand caught in the cookie jar.
Oh, absolutely. As something like this is what can catch you off guard. Like Raven, 2 levels in the stun, 1 level in the cleave. It's not a very normal build. A lot of Svens are going to be more greedy and not do that. So maybe catching DB off guard here.
Well, either way, back to the lane now. I'm having to TP back in, but certainly Sven's liking what happened there. Mid lane, you talked about this. Here comes the Dark Willow. Bramble Maze is down. Easy route. And Ember Spirit's in trouble. Can he get away
Fire
from
bottles.
Denied
the rune.
Nice deny by Tims. And that might just do it in the end. Yeah, even if he had a chance before, there was absolutely no chance at that point.
Yeah.
Great execution.
No, that is just a great move. He also, they glyph the wave so that this wave runs into the tower. So even more creeps will die before Ember spawns. So you just saw a lot of like top tier level micro plays.
Wouldn't expect anything less from the Southeast Asian scene and in general, these TI qualifiers, of course, so much is on the line. And you know, especially in a matchup like this, so you keep stressing, big name players are here and here to ultimately get to TI itself. Bottom lane, Medusa.
Out of mana. And dead.
Dead, yeah, it's just the red number comes out and before you know it, she just evaporates. Enigma did everything it could, which at that point wasn't enough.
Ooh, this is a scary early game. I know it only says like 1k, but against these heroes, there's a lot of pressure that could come in as Cuckoo. See you later. Silence comes back, gets the damage off.
Unable to Icarus dive away, so at least some signs of life for Army Geniuses here. But as you were just mentioning, though, it's almost deceptive. At 1,000 net worth lead overall, it feels larger than that.
Ooh, and a Midas rush on Carl. Interesting. Okay, I kind of like that. So the thing is, it's going to be hard to play through this Ember and kill your OD. OD is always a very tanky hero, and like you have low damage on Ember and Grim. It takes a long time to get that off. And Blacklist, want to look to play through mid? 3 heroes here? Oh, I think he's in trouble again.
Yeah.
If they can sniff him out. Nice jukes.
Yeah, able to make his way out. Let's battle for the watch. I don't know about that. And
the Bramble.
Oh boy, the double root, that never feels good.
No.
And in comes Phoenix to help finish the job right there with the Icarus Drive, Fire Spirits, and easy kill in the end. So good find there.
2k lead, 6 minutes. Haste Rune on the deck now as well. I don't know if they still have a siege creep in mid, but if they do, they can certainly play through that. Looks like they don't, so it means Carl will just keep the wave back. I mean, their Ember has no game. And when your mid hero has no game with Doom and Medusa side lane cores, you're in for a very, very stationary and slow map.
That's a good, we were talking about how over here on the dire side with Blacklist Rivalry is like, make sure your Brewmaster gets active because you got some cores that are going to farm. Boy, oh boy, is it even that much more on the other side. So definitely setting up to be overall a bit more of a passive game. So we'll see. But right now it is favoring certainly this dire team. I mean, even the net worth lead is growing. Both Sven and OD feeling pretty good.
Yeah, I think most of these early game moves, I think they're just going to be ran through KP. Like, Ember's going to have to recover. Well, we all know what Doom and Medusa are going to do. Same with OD and Sven, so that leaves Brew and the supports to be like, okay, I got you guys. I'll make space.
Yeah, and it's not like Brewmaster is, taking off himself necessarily, but he is definitely doing better than the Ember Spirit.
Raven.
Talk about as the top lane, Raven helping to chase down DB. Doom by himself currently. The burn!
There it is.
Burns! God strength.
I like it.
Easy kill.
There was like this Vanguard meta not long ago, and Sven was one of the heroes that was picked there as, let's see if In Your Dream will be fine down bottom. It's getting whacked away yet for now.
Mana's almost gone, but Grimstroke support means turn potential. Brewmaster.
Silence, Inkswell.
There's the Inkswell stun. Hits both, actually. Tim's doing everything again. Another Bramble Maze in 2 seconds. Oh, and the miss is kicking in. Well played by Brewmaster. That Cinder Brew coming into play. Manages to live. And how about Tim's even still harassing them quite a bit by himself? But, God, Brewmaster survives. He doesn't even have his ultimate yet, and he survives.
Yeah, he's just got the Cinder Brew with the passive, the Vanguard as well, and Midas soon to be completed on Carl. And just to touch on the Sven point from earlier, like, even when they have Vanguard, when you get your God Strength, you're still strong enough to kind of just run them down. And if you can't, you can just jungle, and they just perfectly abuse that. He has Treads, Mask of Madness, Magic Wand, Raindrop at... Yeah, he's 5k at 8 minutes. Yeah,
Doom has been by himself for a bit right here because of Grimstroke doing a bit of rotation. And he's having to find himself doing a bit of jungling as Ember Spirit getting a little bit lower, I suppose, but he's fine. Just going to Remnant and make his way back in. Grimstroke soaking up some experience in the meantime. As there we go. But of course, level 6 has you over Corrosion, but similar to last game, Ember's finding himself in a spot of, I got to recover now. OD, not recovering. He's accelerating. Hannah Midas charge used. Looking pretty.
This is just... I feel for them a little bit, because this map state is very hard to get out of. As they find Cuckoo for now, but that's all that's going to be. Because your Ember has a bad game. He doesn't really have too many heroes to play through as Varish, and dead, probably.
Yeah, counter ward, but that's going to cost him his life. And now Medusa, Cursed Crown, she'll be fine, but scared off the stack, and that's some stolen farm. They're going to reclaim some vision themselves because they sentry as well. So, I mean, this is past the tier 1 tower, obviously, deep south.
Yeah.
Not where they should be, but it's working.
AG need to stabilize the map, but they cannot do it in an aggressive manner. They need to do it in a defensive one, like stack up and try to play like a very open map, put one guy bottom to just farm there, like maybe Grimstroke or Ember, and just farm. Because how is this Ember supposed to kill anyone? OD has like over 1k HP, Sven has over 1k HP, there's a Brewmaster with Vanguard, and your Ember has no levels. So you just have to farm, sit back, and wait a little bit.
Yeah, similar theme to last game, and again, they were able to hold out and fight pretty strong last game, but ultimately wasn't a losing effort, so for their sake, hopefully not the same result, but it's proven to be an uphill battle. I will say Grimstroke doing a lot of stacking as Ember Spirit. Close call there once again, managed to get the regen. Here comes Enigma, and Carl overstepping. Puts him under with the Astral Imprisonment, has the hammer ready to go. So he's burrowed, baby.
Midas.
You might like the call. I mean, it has charges, to be fair.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Oh, bottom. Medusa having a fight. Cursed Crown. It's up. Doom lifted up in the air thanks to Brewmaster with a primal split, but he's going to have to run. Numbers favoring the Radiant side right now. Brewmaster coming back together. Can he make his way out again? Has that Vanguard, so extra tanky, going for the Lotus Pool, but... Oh, even Tim's. He's like, oh, am I going to get myself denied here? What are you going to make me do?
Still alive for now. And he will finally die.
All right, a lot of numbers, but they do kill at least one.
Yeah, no, that was very good. Like getting Carl killed, first of all, and then the first split not giving Blacklist the bottom tier 1 tower and more tempo is very big. The only problem that they still have to deal with is Raven on Sven, but they might be dealing with him, double TP.
And Doom is ready to go. He's got the flank. There's the Doom. Sven knows he's in a little bit of trouble now. And he's in a lot of hurt. OD running in. Astral Imprisonment ready to go.
Oh, Astral.
Gonna use it on his teammate. Save him for the time being. The Supernova goes off. Sven coming out. He's might as well do damage. He knows he's dead. Does set up the turn kill on Doom at least. Of course, Sanity's Eclipse even used on top of that, but does make it a 1-for-1. Still a good kill on Sven.
Well, nice play from both teams. Like the fact that Blacklist get a turn kill out of that was pretty good for them, but overall I like that AG just bring all the heroes. Now they denied the tower and they killed Raven. He was getting out of hand. I mean, let's be real. He's still out of hand, but they slowed it down a little bit.
Look at these stacks, though. I was mentioning earlier, Grimstroke stacks. Is that going to be another successful one? No, the Ancient, it says it's enough. But they got to take this too, because Phoenix did scout this, so you got to farm this.
It is time for In Your Dream, I think, to pop the TP later. He can farm the Ancients. Maybe he wants a couple more levels. He only has 2 levels in split shots, so yeah, probably wants like level 9 or level 10 maybe. Get that maxed out and then head on over there.
I mentioned the Yasha. Mid lane, they're diving Carl.
Chains.
Ink Soul stun. No TP support yet. Who's that coming? The Sunray. It's not nearly enough. Only level 1. Not going to keep him alive, so good pursuit. And we mentioned how Ember Spirit, they need him to be active. He's had a rough start. Hey, they still make it work, and they get another kill on OD.
This team's post-laning stage, I think, is actually very impressive. That must be something that they actively worked on. Like the way they're positioning the heroes, who's playing with who, you know, like what are the kind of kill combos for us, because they're doing that very well.
Yeah,
more Ancients.
Keeping Good Hope alive. God, those Ancients are stacked, though. I mean,
both teams are just, yeah, they've got the farmers.
Yeah, you know that it's coming. Obviously, yeah, Sven versus Medusa. You knew this was going to happen.
But a battle of the Ancients.
Yeah. You could even say defense of the Ancient. Okay.
Get it? That was a good one.
That's the name of the game.
Woo! Let's go. Up, here we go. It's triangle time, baby. Triple 3-level split shot. Yasha. It's gonna have a Manta stab when all of this is done. To be fair, it might take him like... Uh-oh, they're smoking. Let's see if they go for DB or if they look at the Medusa.
Oh, nice scan, though. The scan hits them as they're coming in.
That's a good one. Guys, it is time to protect this triangle for Medusa.
Yeah,
okay, 40-minute Wisdom Rune as well.
It's the awkward spot. Oh, you're right. Yeah, they're going for the Wisdom Rune. They're going to take it from Doom. They're trying to get to it. The Curse Crown. Okay, it's picked up by Phoenix. Got to fight this, though. The chase is on. Phoenix.
Good chains.
He TP's out. The chains, though, stalling OD, so OD's in some trouble. Eagswell stun hits. He put himself under. No, he's going to put Ember Spirit under. And he'll live because of that. Oh, he killed him. Sorry.
He TP'd out but couldn't heal, so he just died out in the fountain. That's actually funny. I have not... With the new Doom interaction, I haven't seen that yet, so I like that.
I saw him TP out. I thought for sure he's good, but you're right. Kind of forgot about that. That's a nice benefit of the Doom ability itself, so TP no longer going to guaranteed save you. At least they get something, but I mean, the target they really wanted was that OD, but obviously he's a little too slippery and makes his way out of there.
As looks like we've got another Midas being queued up by KP this time around. And I must say that I'm a fan. Brewmaster Midas is good. You use the levels. You're just running around a lot as well. And this game, probably going to take a while.
Well, speaking of that, Medusa finally able to make the time. They protect the Ancients over here, and they are going to allow Medusa to farm it up. So you see her net worth starting to rise quite a bit, on par with now the Doom teammate.
Ooh.
That's lane. That's a kill. Ember Spirit found down there. Astral Imprisonment. You got Dark Willow. Could not get away.
Nope, just a easy setup. I think anyone that these two heroes find together like that, you're just gonna die, right? Astral, Bramble, Terrorize. Too much damage.
KP is still hanging around this mid lane. He's got the Primal split. They want to put some tower presence. You got Mask of Madness. You have Echo Saber ready. Raven trying to find the Grim Stroke, but good job evading. Gonna pop the God Strength, though. Really committing to this mid-tier 1 and Fortification immediately, but do they stick this?
It looks like they will get it. I mean, AG in the meantime, they're just pushing the top tower. Varus is holding his ground.
There's the tower kill. How much of a fight comes from this, though? Enigma using that pig pull to get a little bit of distance. Is it enough, though? Enigma gets run down, the blink in, and Raven's able to find that kill. Now he wants more. He wants Ember Spirit as well. That God Strength still 4 seconds, getting some good damage, puts him under with the hammer, and that likely is going to be the end. Ember Spirit's out for 30. That mid push, so confident, the early God Strength, that it gets them even 2 kills.
Yeah, and this is, to go back to the pick, this is what I love about heroes like Sven or carries that will have a good lane and they can push forward. You know, he sees it, he understands it, he sees it in the lane. Now he has a blink dagger. Like, he's the one that will push this entire game, like for his team. Raven is doing a great job at that.
God, that was even pre-BKB, and of course at this rate, he's certainly gonna have a pretty good timing on that. Always sees Doom.
Mr. Doom.
Stun. Bramble Maze is too late. He just used his stun for some farm.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Well, good for Doom.
Yeah, definitely very good for Doom. He needed to get out. He is, well, doing well in his net worth. But this one mid play, it went from, I think, a 1k lead back up to a 4k lead. So that was a big move for Blacklist.
Phoenix, certainly different build this time around. Actually going the full Solar Crest. Last game we saw the Villa Discord popping out, but much different style. Of course, you have your Sven that you're backing up here.
Yeah. I mean, pumping attack speed into your Sven, even like not just him, but like OD as well, is a huge deal. So I really, really like the switch up of his items here. Ooh, Carl.
Enigma mirroring that, by the way, is actually going to Solar Crest himself, funny enough. Is that Doom? Oh, he gets it onto OD. That is a kill. That's the big one. Here comes the God Strength, though. Sven wants immediate revenge, and looks like Doom will be the target of choice. So once again, an eye for an eye.
Okay. I would say getting the kill on Carl is good. And you also have Doom, who has he has Midas, he has Devour, he has Octarine Core. He's all the gold he just lost, he'll pump it out within 2 minutes.
To that point, OD does have his Midas charge coming up.
True,
as well,
true.
So
Midas for Midas.
He throws out the tip right there as like a little bit, all right, you got me, but I'm going to be resurrecting sooner than you. Haha. This Ember Spirit, though, you know, what else more to say? He's had some impressive plays, even in the first game. Similar story, though. It's just been a recovery game. He's trying to farm that Maelstrom, which just around the corner at least, but he at least needs the BKB follow-up to start feeling a bit more confident.
Yeah, like if you're Blacklist now, I think you just wanna continue to tempo up the game. Looks like that's what they're looking to do. Blink's done. Yep, that's another kill.
Good execution. Terrorize to guarantee it. That's a 5,000 net worth lead now. So, of course, Sven leading the way with that. But a lot of that really is the Brewmaster as well. Brewmaster keeping up with the OD. Obviously, you mentioned the Hanamidas build on him. Certainly helping there. And he has an Assault Cuirass in the works. He already has the Hyperstone. So that's big for a Sven as well.
Oh, Doom?
No.
A little bit alone. Oh, still Soulbind.
And the double Doom. So maybe a chance for a turn. Sven and Dark Willow. Okay, Dark Willow. Okay, there's a deny.
Deny.
They do kill the Grimstalk, though. More so does Brewmaster as he splits up. So, again, really a 1-for-1, but with the deny factor and the Doom usage. Still pretty good for the Dire side, but it could get worse, though. KP. He's in trouble. No more promise split, of course. The Black Hole.
Black Hole.
Phoenix wants to get that kill as well. The rundown on a KP also still happening. Phoenix, oh, the Icarus dive away. He actually escapes. So they kill the Brewmaster, but the Black Hole unsuccessful to get a kill himself.
Drop him the tip. In the meantime, Carlos like, thumbs up, guys. Doing great. I'm farming. 6k lead now. There's a lot of strong timings coming Blacklist way that AG, they need to do something similar to what they did in the last game, where they held on. Because what they're going to have to hold on. This is a BKB, Blink, Massive Minus Echo, Sven. You touched on the AC that's coming out on KP as well later, so it's trouble time.
Yeah, Sven able to blink away from the potential action at the bottom. Where does he go from here? We're just gonna, I love that. He's had 2 players on him, he blinks away, escapes, and he just goes back to the creep wave. It's like, yeah, I dare you to jump me.
Yeah.
They're not going to.
Oh, looks like it's Roche time. OD very good at Roshing. Sven is decent if you pop God Strength, and on top of it, be the Solar Crest on Cuckoo.
And that with the War Cry, I mean Bosku.
Yeah.
That's his name.
Bosku, indeed.
It does feel weird. Cuckoo does feel pretty good to say, but
yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure he's fine with that.
Yeah, I'm sure he's fine with it.
It's scanned to confirm, but there's the actual confirmation. It's the Aegis, and they give it to Carl on OD.
Yeah, makes sense. I think, again, like, Raven is in such a position where he's going to go in with his BKB. His BKB is basically his Aegis at this point, but instead you give it to Carl. Make sure that he can continue to scale and kind of, like, stay in this topper area of the net worth too. And, yeah, net worth and the map. Not going to be too nice here for AG.
So I was mentioning Enigma working on his own Solar Crest, but again, similar to last game, a bit behind the other supports for the time being, but getting close to finishing it. Trying to help out the team there. Bottom lane, though, Blacklist Rivalry is interested in being a bit more aggressive, understandably, with the Aegis. And the question, if your Army Genius is, do you really defend a Tier 2, knowing you're up against an Aegis? Unless you find the right opening, probably not. So
yeah, you're likely just going to be looking like for you drop like a Midnight Pulse, maybe some Grimstroke Qs and chill a bit, because yeah, as you can see, Mantascati is completed on Dusa. I think you would still like perhaps like another half of your next item before you do go fight, because it is a good Medusa game. Like Medusa eventually against Sven and OD, if you just get to tank through the start, you're good to go.
Sven says it's go time, jumps in, popping everything, including that God Strength. However, Doom, not the easiest of targets, as well as the Inkswell, is going to keep him alive. You do see the Axe Shard on Grimstork as well, where you're talking about that. It's a good combo.
I mean, Doom actually has a decent amount of armor, right? They popped the Solar Crest on him. He has the Ring of Aquila helping him out as well. Devour gives you armor. So Raven didn't actually get to cut through him there. I thought that would be a bit of an easier play.
No, he certainly stood his ground, and that with a supporting cast, so... And I think to that point, I mean, Blacklist Rivalry maybe even a bit surprised how well he survived right there. Obviously, they went for that jump expecting a kill, but... They do get a tower kill in the end, and Assault Cuirass is also just finished on Brewmaster. We were talking about that earlier. It's now completed. So that's obviously even good for him, but especially good for his teammate in that Sven.
Yeah. This is another one of these like annoying things. If you're Medusa, you have like all this like split damage. So any aura and plus armor is very annoying for you to deal with. And it's not just the AC, right? It's the Warcry that you talked about earlier. But now AG looks like they want to go for an aggressive move. Push up mid with your Mantis and look if you find a Bystrander somewhere.
They're not really going to fight anyone for the time being, unfortunately, though, because the Wisdom Room control being taken by their side as well as the Tormentor, so they'll clean that up as well. But yeah, for the first time, it feels like really this Radiant side is starting to infest the Dire jungle and certainly get a bit more aggressive. Doom with that Octarine Core. No blink yet, though. Still a bit of ways looking for that next. You talked about Medusa. Another 2,100 gold saved up, so working towards that third item.
Yeah, looks like he wants to go for Butterfly, which, yeah, very good against Sven, also against Brewmaster, OD as well, so definitely going to be a good choice for him, but it's more so on... Blacklist still have the tools to deal with him in these fights.
A shard given to Brewmaster, that means that duration increased on the Primal Split, and now up to 30 seconds here at level 2.
And it's actually a crazy good shard. The fact that it gives you the duration and you get to choose where you cancel it, so your split can basically never die unless you just don't press R. So really, really good shard.
A lot more control to work with. Oh, mid lane. Ember Spirit. Ember's probably an easier target to kill. Yeah, he's definitely an easier target to kill. So he's out for 45, has buyback, but...
It's hard for him to play the map on Ember. Like, Raven's just got his number. He's doing so much in this game on the Sven.
He's got the BKB queued up. Is there any thought of a transition into a Linken's instead of a BKB, or he just needs a BKB?
I guess it's just gotta be BKB. It's Raven. Looking for more. Well, Joken very ready with the Inkswell, so he could always pop it later as well if he had to.
10 more seconds before Ember Spirit's back up, but Blacklist Rivalry certainly positioning themselves very aggressive. 30 seconds remaining on the Aegis, so gotta wonder what they're gonna do knowing that's the case. It looks like they are gonna start falling back a bit, take out some jungle creeps in the Radiant jungle, and farm bigger and better items even. Sven now working on the Silver Edge next that he wants.
Ooh, good D-ward at least, but yeah, Tim's already placing another one. He's like, sure, you kill one. Here's another. Silver Edge is gonna help with even more of just like trying to find these heroes on the map. I wonder if they're putting less emphasis on trying to kill in your dream on the Medusa just because they have such good tools to deal with him in the team fights later, as we touched on already, right? You've got the display to just keep putting him up, and sure enough, Carl, he bought the Ags on OD.
Yep. That's what you're talking about. The potential certainly there, and here it is. It's in more than just the theory of it. It's in use, at least. He has it in his hand. So we'll see him make use of that. There's the split mentioned, 30-second duration. Has that benefit here. Gonna lift up the Ember Spear for the time being, but they're taking some good damage actually. Got the Storm Brewling lurking around still. He's got another lift. Not gonna use it yet. Smoke play coming. Doom, he thought he could jump somebody.
They're looking.
Dark Willow goes under though, prevents from being doomed initially. Bramble Mace put down. Ember Spirit in the front lines continues to chase, but Doom's in a horrible spot. DB is gonna be picked off. He gets blown up, no Doom activated. Meanwhile, Grimstorm trying to run against KP. That ain't gonna work. And a defensive Stone Gaze being heard by In Your Dream. But in
they're just gonna be ran down. Nice terrorize.
He's gonna be dreaming soon.
Yeah.
He's going to sleep. Maybe.
Well, staying alive for now, but yeah, 1v5, a little hard.
Well, that's 3 kills. The big one, of course, at the end there as they take out Medusa. I mean, Doom, they scanned, so he got antsy. He jumps in, hoping to doom somebody off the bat. Didn't get it, and he saw the turn.
I mean, he just evaporated to Raven's damage. Like the God Strength, Mask of Madness, there's a aggressive AC aura on you. Maybe you even get solar crested by Cuckoo. It's just like, okay, I'm just dead.
Much more control this time around, it feels like, by Blacklist Rivalry here in Game 2. Pretty confident with where they are at, and especially with Sven now finishing a Silver Edge. And he's already got his next had him queued up, that being the Satanic, so why not bigger and better? But yeah, all three cores. There's a lot of focus on Sven, but both OD and Brewmaster are also very strong right now.
No, they're all doing very well. I like what KP is doing. I like what Carl is doing. Just all of them. In this game around, I think it's looking a little more clear. Maybe that's also like the difference of Raven being able to push forward with his hero, as opposed to Naga, where you help more. But on a hero like Sven, you can just do it actively on your own.
Mm-hmm. How about this collapse here at the bottom lane? KP is going to finally just poke out. Ember Spirit was getting a little antsy maybe to check it out, but for good reason he keeps his distance, so avoiding getting jumped for now. But these are the three other heroes besides the Sven and the OD that are pushing bottom here on the side of Blacklist Rivalry and putting a lot of pressure on. So Medusa does finish the butterfly, as we see there on the screen. So she has her third tool now to go with the Manta style and the IF Scotty. Certainly need her presence to start being felt in this game.
Yeah. I think he may even like need a Chrysalis into BKB or something like that. I'm still just afraid of this, like the lifts up happening and the bonus armor of him just not dealing enough damage. Like Medusa has always had this issue where if people can ignore you, you're just not the same hero.
Mm-hmm. Blacklist Rivalry just basically claiming the Radiant jungle for themselves, as they've been camping down here for the last 2 or 3 minutes at least, as we're about to approach 30 minutes into the game. And right now Raven, here saw the slide coming out, maybe gonna jump, but unable to find him. Goes to kill the catapult and has their own group wave coming soon, so they don't have an Aegis or anything like that. Roshan is up, down at the bottom, of course, so they are kind of clearing out the bottom right now to make their way over there, it looks like.
Well, that will just be the play. Carl also working on a Hex, and honestly, he is not far away from that. And when it comes to Blacklist wanting to push high ground, I think they can, but it's more so you probably get this Aegis, and I think then like you smoke up, and you want to surprise this Radiant draft in the high ground if that's what you want to do.
Mm-hmm. Dark Willow pushing out the mid lane slightly before teleporting in and getting here just in time to help finish the job. Carl, once again, picking up the Aegis. Cheese. Who got the cheese? Wait, was there cheese?
Oh, it should have been. No, it's dropped on the ground outside the pit.
Okay. There it is, yeah.
They're leaving it for later. It's fermenting right now.
I was going to say, maybe it'll grow into cheese trees or something. I don't know.
Maybe Carl is moving back to it. Eventually someone will be like, yeah, I gave you the cheese. No, you got the cheese. Who's got the cheese?
They both thought they picked it up, and neither one did. Either way, it's on the ground for now. We'll see if that actually comes into play later. In favor of the Radiant side especially. As would it be the first time we've seen that happen, but for now it's chilling. But yeah, Harpoon finished on Sven. Why not? He's also level 20, so that Warcry armor is now in play. Yeah, I mean, 25 armor from pressing E right now for his team. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, you're just not going to be dealing a lot of damage into that. That's why it will be important that like you have some good chains, maybe a Midnight Pulse drop there as well, because it's still, I think In Your Dream has still not hit the timing. I think he's going to need like another 3-4 minutes, maybe even like a tier 4 item to like buff him up. The Quiver is not too bad for that, so it's already a good start.
Yeah, they're getting 30 armor between the Assault Cuirass and his impressive Battlecry as a team. So yeah, they certainly need more damage, but they're not going to get a lot of time to do much about that just yet.
They're looking.
Medusa the blow up that half mana currently. The soul binds up, the BKB activated though by Sven. They break through the mana, but Medusa's able to finally start holding her ground. In the backline's Doom. He gets killed. He did Doom, but in the end, it's just too much.
They're just dying.
And Ember Spirit is also just dead. Brewmaster, he's been doomed this whole time, and it's going to wear off. And so now he could Primal Split if he wanted to, but yeah, it is just too big of a lead at this point.
Damn, that is putting quick work into these heroes. So now Split is still up. Also, okay, we have a buyback. Let's see. Well, Medusa's lifted for now. I have her.
Dead. There's the hammer, doing some good damage. Ember Spirit, this would be a dieback, so have to be careful. Nice Sunray heal. Brewmaster finally able to Primal Split effectively. Running out for now. And they're just going to
clean. Yeah, very clean disengage. You get the racks, you get buybacks, you get kills. I wanted to mention that perhaps when you're doomed, I mean, you can use your items, so I guess it makes sense that Ogre Seal Totem goes off, but KP just like hopped out of the last fight while being doomed by just flopping away. It looked pretty funny.
Ogre Seal Totem, good getaway tool, good kind of reset, and
yep.
Yeah, I mean the initiation was solid. Doom it makes sense as far as a target choice, right? But Medusa was nearly dead by the time they got aggressive, and she could not position herself to be able to assist in any bit of damage, and that's just going to happen. Though you talked about how just on paper it seems like an easy strategy for Blacklist Rivalry, and it's proved to be in that last fight.
Yeah, and so you have 2 more minutes on the Aegis. They've got the Hex. I mean, they need to take some tier 2s, right, if they want to continue to go on. But now KP, BKB, I feel like this is a rapier time or something in your dream. You need something drastic to win this game.
Yeah, just like last game with the Morphling, eventually went it, made sense, and it's not queued up yet, anything of that sort. I mean, it's 34 minutes in, still a little bit earlier on in the big scheme, I suppose you could argue, but something to think about certainly. Brewmaster, BKB this time. Doom holding on his ultimate.
Good clap.
Brewmaster, though, over the ledge, charging on through, and Grimstone is going to end up falling because of that. Doom, nice double Doom.
Double Doom.
Dead Sven. OD's getting low, actually. The shield keeping him alive, though, for the time being, and now he's turning some damage himself. Ooh, Ember Spirit nearly died from it. Now Doom's turn to take some good damage with the BKB, keeping him alive. Astral Imprisonment on himself. Only the 1 death so far. Just the Grim.
Damn, this Essence Flux is really strong, especially when you play into Medusa where you just steal so much mana off of your Astral. Like, this shield was, I don't even know how much mana it was, but I think that was effective 2k HP on him.
He had like 10% life, but yeah, he just couldn't kill. Oh my god, he might die. Okay, well, there's an 8.
Just some free region, all good.
I suppose, yeah. It was getting lower. I think it had about a minute or so remaining, right? So maybe a might as well kind of deal, but yeah.
Oh, KP.
Full mana, Brewmaster. He's gonna be put under. Can he proper split in time? There's the hammer.
He can.
Split, and now it's turn time, baby. If you're Blacklist Rivalry, Sven looking for his target to hit. Can't really hit anyone currently. It goes for the tower instead. And that's the tier 2 tower down mid. The top one is still alive, but well, they don't want to give this up, though, does the Radiant side. I mean, Genius is thinking about putting a fight up still.
Yeah, I guess with the God Strength and Split being down, I think In Your Dream doesn't have too much to worry about, as once again, he's just kind of the saving grace for the team, right? It's like gonna be on him to try and bring this game back.
Yeah. Set up again, Inkswell, ready to use. OD goes in, gets the Doom again, the double Doom. They got the synergy, but every single time it just doesn't seem like it's mattered. The reset is here, and both Sven and Phoenix will run. So I mean, it's good. It's fun to watch, but yeah, it's just not really what they want.
It's too hard for them to follow. Like, maybe Ember needs to like get the Inkswell and like just BKB and go in, or you need to smoke around, so instead of running at them from the front, like you just get around so they can't really run away from you to like pincer them, because yeah, it's just, it's not doing anything. It's looking cool, but if it doesn't do anything, then who cares?
Yeah, they could just kind of run away, reset, and then eventually go back in, and yeah, it's Doom. Gotta be a little bit frustrating because he's sitting here like, guys, I'm doing my job. I'm really doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Same with Grimstroke, but yeah, so Medusa just really... Certainly not every Medusa game by any means, but Medusa just feels like one of these heroes sometimes where she can get crazy farm like this, similar to like a Naga Siren in some ways. But anyway, when these fights happen where she can either, if she gets off those multi-shots, all of a sudden, yeah, that farm is being shown here. But then there's cases like this where she just simply can't, and she feels overall pretty weak, despite her farm.
Yeah, he's got a lot of farm, but it's just about the fact, how can you transition it into actual right clicks and damage? And that, for now, is just the biggest, I think it's the biggest hurdle for them to try and overcome.
Yeah. So it's no easy answer, especially when you have a Sven that's so farmed. He's got the harpoons, got the blink, he has the MKB now. We mentioned he was thinking about the Satanic earlier.
Sorry, she's still on the ground.
It is. Okay, it's still fermenting.
They'll find it on maybe Roche number 3, if it doesn't die on nighttime top. Someone will have a nice present.
I mean, yeah, it's just it definitely could be found here by Army Geniuses. Just having a walk on by in that area eventually, and a piece of candy, piece of cheese. But for now, it stays there. Brewmaster, though, we talked about his potential. I mean, his farm, he's level 20, 80 attack speed talent, so his right clicks are really becoming something as well.
Especially with the buffs to like the fire stance as well, where you just get more attack speed there too. It's KP leading the charge.
Is that a spinner or Brewmaster? What? No, he's in trouble. He's actually...
Oh, he's dead.
Okay. Maybe a little bit too greedy.
Oh, did they get Ember though?
Oh, that they did. Yeah, and that's a dieback actually on the Ember Spirit. So an eye for an eye there. OD taking some damage from Medusa. Gonna be glimmered. Doom is still ready, but not able to find the chance this time. So yeah, again, it seemed okay for the Radiant, but then seeing that Ember also got traded, not as good.
Yeah, I see what KP is going for there. You know, you have this attack speed talent, you feel like, yeah, I'm gonna clap some guy, and oh shit, I'm dead.
Just as we're talking, he just got that 20. Yeah, it feels good. He's like, I can now be the carry if I want to. And it's all the potential, but he's going to have to wait another 35 seconds. It's time to ponder it over. He'll be back, though, ready to do more damage. Gem in the hands, or I guess more so the wings of Phoenix. Using that to their advantage and building up the Ags as well. Has the Shard, the Scepter. Yep. It's coming.
It's a big one. Last game, it was a lot easier, I would say, for Army Geniuses to kill the egg, but this time around, not so much. I mean, Medusa is your best one, and even then, we already touched on all the things that they have to deal with her.
Well, it's going to be a top Roshan. 15 more seconds. They are going to kill it in time, it looks like.
But then they won't know about the cheese, Breaky. The bottom lane cheese will just be there forever.
It'll just chill. It's just not going to be used. It's going to be forgotten. Dark Willow picks up this cheese, so she has it now. You got the Aegis again to OD. So there's never a thought to put the Aegis on Sven here, you think?
I guess not. I mean, you can, but I just think it makes more sense on Carl. He seems to be more of the, like, I think he's the hero that will take, like, the super long, dragged-out fight. Because his damage, it doesn't rely on time, right? His Arcane Orb, no cooldown. Sven is more like, go in, use all your stuff, wait, and then do it again.
Yeah.
And he can do this with the Aegis, which is Scout. Yeah.
Get aggressive.
Refresher on Doom. That's potentially a big one.
Refresher Shard picked up by Sven, but yeah, Doom with the Refresher. Do they commit to this? Lincoln's
Soulbind.
The Soulbind. Where's the Doom? He's coming. Okay, he gets it off. Him and Phoenix. OD. Remember, has the Aegis in the back line. Brewmaster jumping in, though, going for the support kills. That's the proper split. Yeah, Medusa, Stone Gaze. OD's still alive. That's still the Aegis. Finally goes down. Phoenix dead. He's out. No buyback. But now it's Sven's turn. He jumps in. Medusa. No more mana means no more life as well. The hammer's laying down with Insanity's Eclipse, and Medusa is evaporated. Doom is going to die on top of that. No buybacks to be had. You know where Blacklist Rivalry is going.
Yep, straight into your goddamn base after... Oh, hold.
Okay.
Where'd he go? TP?
Ember.
No mana.
Oh, that attack speed.
Yeah.
Holy shnikes.
This, I do like these spells. That's okay, we're just watching heroes die left and right. Double buyback. But those are the only buybacks they have.
Yeah, it's desperation at this point. They know this is all but over. I'm sure on the side of Army Geniuses, but doing what they can, which frankly isn't much. The creep wave pushing in now, and you see Raven's just lurking. He's waiting for somebody to leave the fountain and jump them, but they're not going to. So having fun with it now, but Blacklist Rivalry is going to be advancing onto the winner bracket. GGs are officially called. It'll be Army Geniuses still alive. They'll just have to have a lower bracket run themselves.
Yeah. No, Blacklist just, they had a much